So the squat jump, you're going to come down to a squatting position, all right? And you're going to throw your hands up in the air and jump. All right, so we could do little jumps, or we could do big jumps. And we cannot break the lights, because I almost did. All right? Again, I'll show you a different position, angle here. So, bring those hands down, squatting position, jump. All right, little jumps. You don't even have to jump. You can just come up. And you can keep those toes on the ground. We want to get those muscles working, right? We want to feel that burn. If you start to feel that burn in your legs, then you're working out. That's all it takes. Discomfort. You have to keep going with that, all right? Okay, so we did lunges. We did jump squats, okay? Next thing we're going to do deadlifts. So again, you can do this with weights or no weights. I'm going to show you a few with both. So deadlifts, just like we did earlier with the walkouts, now I'm sticking my butt out, keeping my back flat. So think about standing straight, all right? Stick your chest out, all right? You want to feel everything right in here. So as I'm going down, sticking my butt out, keeping my back flat. Once I notice I start to bend, I don't go any further than that, okay? I keep all the muscles working, everything engaged, all right? So I'm getting that stretch down the hamstrings, and then as I come up, I'm engaging my hamstrings and my glutes, pushing my hips forward. Okay? Now, you can also do this with weights. One thing I think I forgot to mention here is your feet, okay? Very important in every exercise we do. So you want to make sure that your feet are parallel. A lot of people tend to have problems where their feet are pointing out to the side, or sometimes inverted, all right? Their toes are pointing in, all right? And the other thing I often see is knock knees, where their knees come in a little bit. We want to avoid all of those, okay? So the toes everted, inverted, and then the knock knee or valgus, okay? Parallel, everything parallel, right? Feet shoulder width apart, okay? Coming down, stretch those hamstrings all the way up. Again, sticking your butt out, flat back, stretch as far as you can with keeping your back flat the whole time. Engage those hamstrings, engage the glutes, your butt, and bring it forward, back down. The other thing is don't over-exaggerate the movements. Take your time. I can't stress that enough. Okay, so I don't want you to bring it back like that. You're going to hurt your back, and then you're going to say, oh man, that Bond Fitness guy, he hurt my back by doing his workouts. No, slow, easy, okay. So again, so that was 3 different exercises we did for the legs, okay? That was our lunges, alternating lunges. We did some jump squats, all right? You should be breathing heavy. I'm breathing heavy, but I'm also talking too, which you'll see I do a lot. Okay, all right, and we did our deadlifts. So now we want to work the outsides of the legs as well in combination with everything else. So we're going to do lateral lunges, all right? So for our lateral lunge, we're going to step out to the side, all right? Notice my feet, again, they stay parallel, okay? I'm not pointing my toe out to the side, keeping my feet parallel. I'm going to do a little squat over my leg, okay? And then I'm going to push, only using this leg, back to center and then back to the side. Also notice how I'm keeping my weight above that one leg, okay? I'm not in the middle squatting. I'm not bending this knee. This leg stays straight, weight over this leg, back to center, full standing position. All right? And then we'll do 10 there, and then we do 10 the other side. Everything we're doing today is going to be in tens, okay? Everything in tens. It makes it easier. I don't want you to have to worry about counting, 12 or 15. Stick with 10, all right? If you want to do more sets than that, you can, but 10 repetitions. Okay, so we did our lunges, jump squats, deadlifts, and lateral lunges. All right, you should be getting a little sweat going on by now. All right, so if you need to, grab a towel off a little bit. If you need some water, I'll give you some, but I don't know if you can reach that. Hopefully you have some there with you. Have a sip, a little sip of water. Don't overdo it. Sometimes all the activity, the jumping around, cause that water to kind of jump around in your stomach. It doesn't make me feel very good. All right, now we're going to get into some upper body stuff. Now, if you notice with those last ones, all right, we got a little bit of our back involved there, especially with those deadlifts, okay? Much like our feet, keeping them parallel all the time, we want to keep our back as flat as possible and as straight as possible most of the time, unless I tell you otherwise. All right, so now we're going to go into upper body. So I want you to come down to the ground, all right? We'll start pretty basic here, okay? We're going to do some push-ups, and I know you ladies are thinking, oh my gosh, push-ups. I can't do push-ups. That's a guy thing. This is an everybody thing, okay? Push-ups are so important. So you want to come down, all right, on your knees. Now, what I don't want to see is, notice how my hips are still back, all right? My butt's kind of in the air. Well, what we want to do is we want to bring that butt forward. We want to straighten everything out, all right? We don't want to, overextend our hips forward, okay? Keep everything nice and straight. So shoulders, hips, and knees should be in a nice straight line. Now your hands, you want to make sure that your hands are just a little bit out front of your chest, okay? So when we come down, we're lowering ourselves, all right? Then you want to come down as far as you can, as comfortably as possible, with a little discomfort though, okay? This is not supposed to be easy. All right? And push up. Notice how my chest, because my hands are out a little further than my chest right here, when I come down, my chest comes right between my hands. All right? Pushing up. The other thing you want to ensure is that when you're pushing up like this, you want to make sure that you're actually squeezing those muscles in the chest, the pectoral muscles. Squeeze those muscles. I'll show you again from this position here. Another angle, all right? Hands a little further out front, all right? Bring those hips forward, okay? Everything's nice and straight. Coming down, elbows behind me, all right? So, and let me show you a rear angle, all right? So watch my elbows. They come along my side and behind me, okay? They're not going out to the side, all right? They're going behind me. So if that's pretty easy and you've mastered that one, you can always go to the traditional push-up on your toes, everything nice and straight, down, up. Again, using those muscles in the chest 10 times, okay? Now, we're going to go into one of our exercises that we did for our warm-up, the Superman's or Superwoman's. This is a great exercise for the glutes, for the deltoids, and also for the back muscles, shoulder muscles. All right, so I'm kicking things here. Stupid foam roller. All right. So laying out in that Superman, Superwoman position. All right. Try and keep those feet together, toes together, heels together, if you need to. All right. If you have good control, you don't have to keep them together. But sometimes this helps. Raising up. Ten times. Now, we're going to get some abdominals, okay? We got the back, we got the chest, we'll go to the abs. So first things first is one of the big misconceptions is that you need to do sit-ups. You need to come all the way up, okay? You don't need to come all the way up. Crunches are perfect, all right? Crunch, little crunch, all right? Also, with your hands, you're not holding onto your head and squeezing your neck and twisting your neck up. You're just using the muscles in here. They're there. The muscles are there. They may not be active right now, so we just got to wake them up. It takes some time. Little crunch. Pulling, you want to pull in with your belly button, kind of make like a C shaped, okay, right here. And you're squeezing, okay? Again, these muscles in here, think about laughing, okay? All right, those muscles right there, you want to squeeze those as you come up. Notice I'm not coming really far off the ground, just a little bit. My hands are behind my head, just barely touching behind my ears. All right, 10 times, okay? Now, we come back up here. So, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to incorporate our legs, shoulders again, okay? We're going to do a punch press. With the punch press, you can either use your dumbbells or you don't have to use dumbbells at all. So, what I want to see, okay, I want you to put your hands up, all right? My hands are in front of my face, have a little squat going on, and you're going to twist and raise your hand up to the sky. You're going to come back down to the center, twist, raise that hand up. Okay? Almost like jazz. You know what? It's not almost like jazzercise. This is jazzercise. Okay? So that's without weights. Now with weights, again, same thing. Notice, all right, I got my dukes up like a boxer, okay, because we're doing a punch press. Notice how, okay, watch this foot right here, okay? I'm pushing off and up. Again, with the same side, I'll show you that again. Pushing off the ground, pushing up with my arm, using that shoulder. Now I'll show you with my left side. Notice how one weight stays in front of my face as I push up and out. Okay? With that one, we want to raise the tempo on it, okay? Once we get those movements down, we want to get a little bit faster. So it's going to be 10 times to each side. I'll go through the entire 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now, so we got chest, we got shoulders, okay? We got our lower back, we got our quads, we got our hamstrings, we got our glutes, okay? We got a little bit of calf action there when we were doing those jumps. Now we're going to get our upper back. Okay, so with the upper back, usually a row motion is best. So this one is going to incorporate our upper back along with some abdominals again. So this is a little more advanced, so maybe we're not here yet. But what you want to do, you're going to come into the standard push-up position. However, notice that my feet are wide. Okay? So, not like this, feet wide. What you want to do is you're going to drive your elbow up to the side, back down, other side. Okay? We're not just lifting our hands. Okay? So, we're not doing this. Drive that elbow up and back. Again, alternating sides, 10 times each side. One of the key elements of this one is that you want to try and not twist your hips. Okay, notice how when I drive up, my hips are barely twisting. They're barely moving. Okay, so we're not doing this. Just like this. Take your time. This is not meant to be, You're not meant to be in pain, but we do want to be in discomfort. Okay, that is the most important thing.